The countdown to Thanksgiving is officially on. Authors Richard and Linda Eyres have a new book out. It's called The Thankful Heart that transforms the holiday noun into a practicable verb. We thank both of you for being back with us. Good morning.
Thank you, Dave.
Hi, it's great to be with you as always, David.
It's hard to believe we're talking about Thanksgiving.
I know. It's our favorite holiday by far. We love it, and yet we're on a crusade to save Thanksgiving, Dave, because it's getting obliterated. We go right from the pumpkins and the witches right into the Santa Claus. And where did Thanksgiving go?
It's the best holiday of the year, and it just gets skipped over. It's so important to be grateful.
Well, I like you can watch 3 football games on Thanksgiving.
Well,
it's just part of it.
It's funny
just
you say
that.
Our tradition, I'll admit it freely, our Thanksgiving tradition used to be eat way too much and then watch football all day long.
Right.
And that was okay because we were all together. But one year, remember that actually the genesis of this book, we were tired of waiting for the turkey, and someone started making a thankful list. Let's list as many as we can. We got up to 600 things. Yeah. It changed the whole holiday. We draped it like crepe paper over the Thanksgiving table, and every year the kids want to break the record, you know. So that kind of transitions where you're thinking of what you're grateful for, they're powerful.
See, all good ideas come from football, is what you're saying. That's
they
what I'm hearing.
Exactly.
And every cousin that walks in the door is like, oh, we need some more stuff we're thankful for. What are you thankful for? All the aunts and uncles got invited to participate, and it was so fun. We did it on a what is it?
Big roll of cash register tape, and we drape it around. But you know, when you think how many books there are on Christmas, right? Yeah. I mean, they just pull them out every year, and they're all over the place. We don't know of one on Thanksgiving. We thought it's time to do one.
Well, and it isn't just for November either. I mean, we need to be grateful all year, and there's a little section on every month what you can do. There's a challenge at the end. How can I be more grateful? How can I make Thanksgiving into a
Let me ask you about that. Let's say that there's a family watching this, and the parents are going, man, we're losing Thanksgiving. Yeah. How can we make it more special in our house, even just a little bit, to start kind of getting the attitude of gratitude around a little bit more? What would you suggest they do?
Well, with kids, it's different. I mean, you can have them write down the things that they're grateful for, as we mentioned, but you can also, you know, tell them when you wake up in the morning, instead of worrying about school or worrying about something, rejoice about the things that you have. Just think, what are my blessings? You know, the old thing of, you know, when you can't sleep, count your blessings instead of sheep. It really works. It makes you happier.
But the thing is, I mean, we're trying to salvage. November really ought to be the Thanksgiving month. So now, right now, is the time for parents to start saying, let's start making lists of what we're grateful for. What can your eyes see? What can your ears hear? What can you smell? And get kids doing that. And then if you've got competitive kids, which we do and a lot do, there's another game that's a variation where you say, list the 10 most unique blessings you can think of, and then we're going to go around the family, and anyone else who had the same one you do, you've got to cross that off, and then you see how many you thought of that no one else did. But the trick, Dave, is just getting people to think for a minute, what am I thankful for? And then everything fits in. I mean, you see the news and you're like, well, I'm thankful I'm not in Afghanistan. Well, I'm thankful for, and it just starts multiplying.
The creation of the meal can be a high stress situation. Yes. And many, it can ruin the day, or at least until it's like, I'm not going to celebrate this holiday until I can finally sit down. Right. So while that's all going on, for the mom and dad and all those in the kitchen, what do you suggest they tweak just a little bit to make that a more pleasant experience?
Well, you're absolutely right. Last year, our second oven would not work. We had 30 people in one little tiny oven for a turkey. It can be a disaster. But there's a lot of things you can do to just sit down with the kids and say, okay, go off now, make your list, bring it back. Let us know what you're grateful for. Really get them thinking about it, not just sort of, but really thinking about it. And then we have them at the dinner table repeat 10 of their favorite things that they're grateful for.
You're going to hate this, Dave, but one of the things you got to do is turn off the football at some point during the day.
Turn it down. That's a start.
Or turn it down. Or if it's a blowout, I mean, if somebody's up 47-0, turn it off and sit around and get kids helping with the dinner. The best time to discuss is while you're peeling potatoes. By the way, my favorite 2 things on our last Thanksgiving list were potato peelers and doorknobs. The kids will look around and they'll say, well, I'm thankful for that light, and I'm thankful for my shoelace. place, and it'll build
one more
up.
fun thing for parents is to send a Thanksgiving card instead of a Christmas card. We've done that for 40 years. Actually, there's 40 years worth of Christmas
Do we have
cards
to
in this
include
book.
money in those?
Absolutely. No.
No, but if you send out
fun.
Thanksgiving cards, you'll get a lot more Christmas cards,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Everybody gets one. And
Last
they'll-
question. How powerful is gratitude?
It is the key to happiness. That sounds kind of, grandiose, but it really is. If you can be grateful for what you have, you can be
It's even more than that. What we say is it's more than a path to gratitude. Gratitude is happiness in its most obtainable form. You can have it anytime you get grateful.
Well said, Richard and Linda Eyres. Thank you for being here.
Hey, our
You're
You're
pleasure.
always welcome here. You can find the book, The Thankful Heart, at Deseret Book. Hope you buy it and hope you enhance your Thanksgiving holiday. Appreciate again
We're
having you here.
thankful to be here.